Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing, and in this episode we're going to be taking a look at Bitoku, or at least that's how I say it. Let's take a look what's inside. And as usual folks, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can grow my fan base. Okay, so I like the fact that the back of the box shows you the whole game board with all the components on it, and stacks of stuff. That's great. It gives you a feeling of what's going to look like when you set it up. Also, this box is some heavy stuff. No doubt about it. And so this one caught my eye. It's a heavy Euro game, which I kind of researched. And, of course, we have David Turtzi doing the solo mode. And when that happens, I always get excited. So thank you for hiring a competent solo master. That's awesome. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he has in store for us in here. Okay. Inside the box cover is normal. We have this large 32-page, I know how big it is because I watched the review, rule book, and I've already heard people say, oh my gosh, this thing is impossible. Now, I don't know if it's impossible or not, but I've got to imagine 32 pages, chock full of text like this. This is going to be a challenge. Now, it does look like it's got some examples, so that's good. But I just know that this game has a lot going on. And that's okay. I bought it knowing that going in, so I'm not upset about that. In fact, I'm excited about that. I like complex heroes, no doubt about it. But it does definitely look like there's plenty of content here. Plenty. Okay. And then the solo is on the back here. The last couple of pages were the solo mode. So you do have a full-fledged opponent, Automa, if you will, to play against. Okay, and then we've got the same book in a different language here. So, if you want to make it more complex on yourself. All right, then we have these player aids, which I've heard are pretty good. It's got the summary of exactly what's going on here on the aid. And then in here are some icons telling you what you're dealing with, which is helpful, big time. And then hopefully from these, it'll be like playing some of the other heavier games I've played before where, you muscle through the rules, you figure it out, but then you rely on the player aid to get you through the actual thing. All right, we do have some bags here, hopefully enough, and the right size. This is the promo that's in the box. It's promo 1, so it's the medium thickness cardboard and this Japanese style art with some cute little icons here of this little guy looking like he's having a big smile fest. All right, and then we have the wooden components, which I did see in the preview that I was looking at are pretty darn nice. They certainly offer a enhanced experience versus cubes. So here's some Japanese castles. I would say the word pagoda. I don't know if that's really the true word for what they really are. Just gonna guess. We've got some squirrels looking like creatures and some other ones. I don't even know. It's tough to say. Maybe that's maybe that's like a fox with a lantern. I don't know. Anyway, we've got some wood pieces there. Then we have some that have some screen prints on them. This eye that's open or closed. All right. Then we've got some jovial looking fruits or veggies or whatever they are here. It looks like something you pull out of Super Mario Brothers 2. Just yank out of the ground. That kind of thing. We've got this large promo inside, which is quite nice. Man, that takes some doing to cut all that. They really... I mean, I don't know exactly how they blast this, how they cut it, they laser it, what do they do, but certainly a lot of ridges on this thing, so they took their time. Okay, more components here. We've got more eyes. We've got what look like fingerprints on logs, maybe. Some additional looking tokens. I'm not even going to venture a guess. Maybe that's a pot and a bowl. Yeah, not a pot, but like a jar or some kind of, jug and a bowl. All right. Some more of those little castles. Then we've got this guy. Really nice components thus far, folks, if you haven't made up your mind about that already. And some more. So we definitely have these in each of the player colors. And then we've got some more of the open and closed eyes. And what look like little fruits. Don't know if they're fruits or what. And then finally, these blue little guys. So lots of little shapes. We'll figure out what those mean. We have the dice. The dice are nice and chunky. They are plastic, but they're translucent, so they give you that ethereal look, pardon me, from the spirit theme. I think that's well done, and it blends in, or they meet the board aesthetics quite well. Speaking of the board, let's take this thing out. This is a beefy board. Look at all that cardboard goodness. So, compacts pretty well in the game box here. Let's see what it looks like when we expand it all. Ooh, it's double layered, so that's cool. It's going to help with probably the placement of components, not sliding around. So you have one side of the board that is not double layered, and the other side that is. So I guess you have a choice which one you want. You want the double. Let me see if there's any difference here. Well, there is some difference. There is some difference. So here you've got the board with the inserts, right? So there's stuff in there. You can definitely see the difference, and it's like it's missing these inserts. So I'm not sure if that would be from what we see in the punch board. Probably. In fact, I can already tell you it is. But on the back, you have the board. I don't want to rip it. With all this stuff printed on. Now, it's not dual layered there. It's all printed on. So I'm not sure if one side is for a certain player count, the other side is for a different one, or if it's one side is for a standard layout and the other one's for the variable. Not sure. But the board itself is gorgeous. The artwork is really nice. And that's why it's so thick, because you've got double layer action here. Okay. Now we've got some cards. Let's take a look at the quality here. Hopefully the thickness is good. They got some texture. As everybody who's watched my channel before knows, I sleeve my stuff. So almost in every case, I put card sleeves on things. But I like to tell you, if you're not a sleever, what you're getting into. Okay, so these are smooth, and they are a little bit on the thin side, folks. So if you're like me, you're going to sleeve them. All right, they're not bad. I guess they're not that thin. They're just average thin. They're not super thick, okay? But the artwork is great. You could definitely see, you know, what each card is giving you there. Okay, so you've got this whole bunch of cards awarding potentially resources and other things. Don't exactly know. Then we have this other set. Again, great artwork. It's nice to see, you know, they took the time to really decorate what could have been a bland, boring card. Yeah, you get these resources, my guess, okay, for picking it. But they've also just got this nice, this nice aesthetic look. And I know that we've got some companies out there that put games together, and it's a resource card. And so, you know, it might be resources in just a frame or something, not necessarily something as nice as these. So I appreciate that they went the extra mile. Very nice. Okay, and then the bigger deck of cards. Let's take a look here. How we're looking. All right. Now these actually seem a little thicker than those smaller ones. These, I would say, unless you're a sleeve person, you may not feel the need to sleeve them. No texture, but again, they're thicker, they're beefier. I think they'll hold up. Now again, I'm looking at the artwork. Looks fantastic. Definitely see a theme kind of shining through on these cards. And I also now I guess I'm recognizing some of those wooden tokens, right? That was maybe the fox smoking the pipe, and this, you know, amphibious looking thing, and then this rat. So you can see maybe a little bit more. These are the characters, and there's some icons down there. So a bunch of these cards here. All right, good quality. And then you have other ones that look more like monsters or other types of spirits or whatever. That's lovely. Okay, so very steeped in the, you know, that artwork and theme here for what's going on. Now the rest of the box, the other half, is filled with punch boards. So here's where our girth is coming from. Whoops, these are going to punch out pretty easily. That just swung open. All right, so since I already did that, we have this, which is that insert to the top of the board here, okay? Two-sided. So let's see if there's any difference. There looks to be, okay, I'm just looking at this right now, looks to be different in the number of places here. So my guess is that this is going to scale per number of players that you have. All right, so you've got all of these inserts right here then, and it's telling you these tiles are a promo for the game Silk. Oh, sorry, so that's for a different game. Anyway, so you've got these, the thickness is the medium thickness that you want in a game like this, so we're good there, and it shouldn't catch on anything, should be all right. Digging down further into the player board, very, very nice. I'm sorry about this shadow here. Very nice player board, great artwork. Looks very, springy, summery. You flip it over in the back, and then you get this. Now, I'm not sure the difference there, if one of these is for like the solo or not, but definitely seeing that these are two-sided. And they're going to punch out no problems. They're already punching out while I'm just holding them, so you're not going to worry about torn cardboard. Okay, so there's our boards. Then you have these tiles. Again, really nice, tight artwork. Love that. Lots going on. You can see the dice on there. There's the backs. You have these additional kind of icons here. All right, so more tiles. Yeah, definitely a lot of cardboard in this. Most likely going to be a lot of stacking, and the setup's going to take a while. But the components are gorgeous, folks. I liked what I'm seeing. That's about the size of it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And whatever you decide to play in the future, I hope you have an awesome time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.